All right, and so that leads us into the next one. You know, earlier you asked me which fight am I most excited about. I didn't want to reveal my cards yet, just as of yet, because I wanted to talk about it here. But I am really pumped for this one. Brendan Allen, he looked ready to go last week. He comes in hot. He wants to fight right now, and it was like, you know, someone just took it away from him last week. You could tell the disappointment in his, you know, social media and stuff. So it's nice to see him get back on this card, and he gets back on the card against a dude. I swear we saw him fight like 2 weeks ago, man. Did Sean Strickland literally just not fight?
Yeah, bro. This is one of my boys. You know about Sean Strickland. So remember, motorcycle guy? Here's my thing. I really believe in that fight. He chose to go 3 rounds. I do think he could have taken it to the ground and maybe explored the option of finishing, you know, via submission or something like that. Even ground and pound if he wanted to. It seems like he was testing out the knee, testing out the body, seeing how he lasted. Did a good little striking battle there. He won the fight, no problem. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure you watched that fight together, too. I mean, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, this was definitely one of our public plays. I believe it was Tarzan, even though the fighter he was fighting.
Woo, speaking of hair, look at that shit. Woo, let's get it. That's for Sean Strickland.
Right there, that bond. And so, yeah, he was in that motorcycle accident, so it was great to see him come back, dominate the way he did. And, you know, I'm really excited to see him get back in the ring. And to get back in the ring this quickly, like, you know, kudos to the man.
You couldn't have said it better myself. It's one thing, but I mean, here's the thing. I'm a little now concerned, right? Short notice fight, almost, if you will, right? We fought so
definition
recently.
Of short notice fight.
Right? So he's now getting to weigh in at 195, even less weight to cut. He really appreciated fighting at 185 because he doesn't have to cut as much weight now. So cuts even less weight for this fight because it's now catch weight. You know, Brendan Allen, lucky enough, gets the fight again. Poor, you know, all the best to Hainish, as you lovely put it, in the speedy recovery. You know, all jokes aside, you know, that's no joke, coronavirus. Hopefully he does get better. But, you know, Allen does get a fight pretty quickly, you know, so turnaround is good for him. He's a good all-around fighter. He's actually on a 7-win streak dating back to his LFA record.
I was going to say, yeah, he comes in hot.
He really does.
Sizzling.
And sizzling, bro. Finish on the Dana. So this is the kind of way I want to put it, right? Think of your classic way. If this was a video game and you were like playing career, right? And it was like the newest video game. Look at that 7-win streak out of LFA. We got a first round finish on Dana White's Contenders series. Then we got a 3-0 UFC record. Like, this is literally playing the story mode. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. He's building his career from the ground up, and he's doing it in the right way.
Yeah, he's got guys like, you know, our boy Kevin Holland on his finish record, which is crazy.
So question for you. I know you kind of have hype around both these guys. You like, you know, what both of them are about. If you had to lean one way, odds aside, you know, don't even worry about that. If you had to lean one way, which way are you going?
So I have to lean Strickland overall. Yo, Brendan Allen might have it and can prove me wrong, but Sean Strickland, in my mind, had it. He really lost to good competition. He was fairly young at the time, and you know, I think he's trying to approach the game in the right way. He's getting a chance to fight again. It's a tough fight, and I think this is a huge boost for his career, and it could springboard him to where maybe he should be at this point, despite the motorcycle accident. So he seems fairly serious. I think without the weight cut, he's going to be able to go in there and showcase a bit more. I'm a little disappointed that maybe he didn't try to take the fight to the ground in the last fight a little bit. Brendan Allen might try to do that, right? If the striking game's not going so, Brendan Allen has the skills to do quite a bit. So that's where we're going to have to see what really comes into play. But Strickland's striking looked good in the last fight, and I think that's going to show in the picks.
And yeah, that's a real interesting take, you know, because even given our analysis last week of Allen versus the high knees, you know, you were very high on. You were quite high on Allen as well, right? And so, you know, having that fight taken away from him, but him having to fight Tarzan, it's a much tougher bout for him.
Yeah, I think this is a huge step for both fighters, right? Where Strickland should be, and where Allen thinks he should be going. Like, this is a big win for him too, and will probably get him the fight he's looking for next time out. So, you know, lines, I mean, -110 to a +150 for Strickland if, you know, recency bias is eating away at Allen. And I think Allen can still be an underdog here. So even if he's getting that -105, -120, I could still see him being a plus 150, a plus 160 in this fight.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like the analysis is very similar to kind of what you're thinking in the sense that, Allen comes in as, the person who might be a little more prepared for this fight. He's been itching to go, but Strickland, has a little bit more in his arsenal and that kind of stuff, even though he only has had a week to prepare for it. So it's actually a straight pick 'em. Nobody's favored. It is going to be a very tough fight to call, and that's why I gave you that loaded question.
It's because you knew I was going to basically say it was. Like, my lines basically said that this could be a straight pick 'em. That's insane.
Pick 'em, yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean,
All right,
if we had to pick someone, there it is. Shawnee Strix.
Yep, I asked you gun to your head, so, if there is a lean on that one, it's Strickland. Let's wait for the weigh-ins, kind of see what dudes are looking like, but... we've seen both of these guys recently, so I think we're going to lean Strickland there. Man,
I have so much heart bias, and for the first time there, you kind of used it in a way to get us an advantage. Good for you. Maybe you should start doing that more often, sir.
Last time I did it, I ruined the odds for you, and you weren't too happy, so...
Yes, you don't say the odds, my guy.
Gotta pick and choose my moments.
Yeah, don't say the odds, my guy. Do everything else.
Yeah, I mean, you read a little into my question there. You could probably tell what the odds are going to be.
Hey, that's not true. That's not true. I think there was enough, like I said, there's enough heart in this where you could have been like, well, I know this guy's going to pick Strickland, so let's just see if I can get him to think differently,
Touche. Subscribe, hit that bell button below.
Please do.
We really appreciate it.
Love that.
Our Instagram is there. Our pics will all be up on there. Twitter's up there. Our pics will be on there as well. And yeah, always a pleasure, Siraj.
My guy, take it easy. Peace.